Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did. Would you stop referencing that? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it.
You did say it. You said it.
That was not Edgeworth.
I know. You said it.
That's definitely not it either. You said it.
Anyway.
You should just make it really strict, like, you said it.
You said it.
There you go. You sediment. Exactly what about this Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. She kinda is.
Oh, that's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. Sir! There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Sir!
Very well, Detective. Sir, let's begin to hear your testimony again, sir.
It's not funny when you do it.
I know.
It only works for Gumshoe.
Only works for Gumshoe. Everything works for Gumshoe.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the victim's blood was the victim's. Well, yeah, obviously. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Because she got hit in the finger and it killed her. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. I see a problem with that.
I do too. So does all the nodding heads in the crowd.
How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Stop saying that!
You're the one thinking it. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor, sir?
Why didn't you testify about this vital information, piece of evidence, the first time? I stutter.
I know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor. Sir!
Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Edgeworth, epic picture.
C.
So yes, clearly the problem here is with the second to last statement where it says, before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. And though we didn't read it, Phoenix did mention it, the autopsy report.
Yeah.
Says death was instantaneous. Which means, if I can click on it, objection!
And give him a present.
Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Oh ho ho. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. No butting your way out of this one, Detective Larry.
Larry Butts. Should I just switch Edgeworth to my regular voice? Order! Order!
Sure, I guess.
The defense has a point. Yeah, I'm just talking a little bit. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Really, Judge?
Objection!
Mr. Wright.
I get to yell the objections, by the way.
Fine. But when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
But when? I believe any of these...
Wasn't it?
Actually, no. As long as it's not I forget, I think you're good.
I think it was the day after, okay.
Yeah, it was, but we're going with the day of the murder. It was within 24 hours, so...
Yeah.
You're wrong there, pal! Oh, that's why. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. Oh, right.
You can't write an autopsy report at 9 o'clock on the same day!
You could. It would just be really, really hard. Oh, that's your line.
Prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
I would just like to point out that Cabral's regular voice would have to be about 20% cooler to be Edgeworth's.
You know what?
What?
The second autopsy report performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to the blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Yahweh, Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have the time to write Maya. That is all.
That's my line, Edgeworth. You can't use... Well, fine. You're cool enough, Edgeworth. You can use that as all.
I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve.
I have a lot of things up my sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, I even have some knives up. I mean, you look shocked.
Actually, he has something under his red coat. He has the regular sleeves.
That's true. Something you want to say?
The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. You're a sham. I'm a sham. He's a sham. She's a sham. Because we're all shams. Hey!
I picked the detective.
I heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report?
Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution.
Never!
No matter, Your Honor. What am I going over here? First now? Mr. Wright. Say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts this evidence.
Autopsy report updated in the court record.
Well, Your Honor? The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that the obvious conclusion is yes.
Darn, this isn't good.
No, because... Okay, now I'm caught up where you are. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
If she's innocent, she'd pull up her shirt about 5 feet.
So true. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent? Thank you! Thank you! I'm glad somebody's on my side. Though technically I am Phoenix Wright, so I'm on my side.
Right, yeah. Yes, thank myself. Witness, your name, please. April May, yet your service.
Oh! Did anyone else see that?
Avoiding it. Order! An introduction should not acquire any reaction from the crowd. Well...
Yeah, you think so.
Oh my... The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court, except mine, and Edgeworth. Tell us,
where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. Mm-hmm. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court of what to the court about what you saw. I'm talking to myself here. Witness account. It was like 9 out the window, you know, and then I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped.
Sorry, my ear was itching right there.
The end. That's all. Every little bitsy witsy.
I thought he said no winking. Whatever. Also, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Yes. Huh. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is remarkably solid testimony.
No,
I don't
it's
see
not.
I don't see a need to trouble the witness any.
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony was just firm, didn't you?
Stop using those. Gosh.
Mr. Wright, I understand you were with Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not?
At least you didn't say hard.
You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
This is an outrated teen, just so anybody knows.
Yeah, no.
Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright? It's always well or yes, Mr. Wright, for the judge. Will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes, I'm doing it.
Well, duh!
And by it, I mean, never mind. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She seems to have some weakness. She's an idiot?
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination. Witness's account. So, what are we looking for here?
Dude, you know how the things go across with Edgeworth and Phoenix?
Yeah?
We need to do that for our channel with our characters.
Sweet. I'm so going to make an animation of that.
Nice. Anyway, press statement 3.
Which one was that?
The mousy girl.
Okay.
How do you know she was the defendant?
Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure.
And that was you,
it you, Mr. Wright?
At the same time.
That's the same. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
I certainly hope so. It's just words.
Yeah.
He's right.
Is he right or I question?
Hold on a minute! Objection! That testimony sucks!
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing.
You're lying.
You're lying! Are you telling the truth?
So
Did you really see the defendant? Herb, I think you mean derp. That was the derp face we saw from earlier.
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? It's called questioning, sir. Yes. What does this mean? What is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. Duh. About this, I mean.
I don't think that's the only thing. Okay. If you'd really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Derp!
It's more like a cat face.
It's a derp face. Cats don't smile, ever. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. No offense.
That's when we take a pan of the audience and everyone but one person's wearing...
Yeah, really. And I'm no expert on fashion, but this hairdo looks far from normal to me. You know, compared to her hairstyle and yours, it's actually pretty normal. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Sorry, sir, but to be declared poofy, it needs to be at least twice the size of your head. This testimony is bogus.
But... Still,
Larry
we don't
Butts.
know if she was dressed... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. Yeah, we do.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe.
Dun dun dun.
What do you say to that, Miss May?
I say it's rar. Wait, rar? Yes, rar.
Oh?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer?
Yeah.
I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Trifling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
It did it again.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. This
Damn,
is so
I
weird
almost had
talking
her.
like this.
I like your judge voice. It's pretty good, actually.
Thank you. Okay. I did see everything. I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack, and ran to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
To the right, to the right.
Left to the right to the... And then she hit her head with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think.
I know what he was thinking. Why am I being used as a murder weapon twice?
In a row. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
No, but what does strike me as odd
I
is we
see.
never mentioned that was a clock.
Yeah. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please, begin the cross-examination.
Ching, witness's account.
'Tis epic.
So yeah, it appears, and she hit her with that weapon. That clock, that statue, that kind of statue-y clock, the Thinker, I think. We can present the Thinker, if the...
Where's it? There it is.
And say...
There we go.
Objection!
Epically.
Miss May, you actually get to say objection at the very end of the game with the mic. What you said just now was quite revealing. Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
We don't actually have to wait for it to be more revealing. Don't worry about that. You just said that the statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Sorry, I just burped. Anyway.
Everyone's burping in this series.
Yes, they are. Another person as in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder.
That's what everyone sounds like. Order! Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? See, she burped again.
Objection! The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection! The questions are all I have, Your Honor, and as you may recall, I've caught murders with these questions before. Well, only
that
once.
was a statement. Objection sustained! You may continue to question the witness. Shush.
That was close. If you'd stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it. Say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fan Co.
No! Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go in there? It's smelly. Like fish. I heard from my hotel room.
Just barely over the sound
The
of My
law
Little Pony, which is for losers.
Of course. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well... Right. Are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I'm not
Jake.
satisfied. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Well, actually, both of these are technically true, but really it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court.
I'm a member.
No, you're not. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang, and that's because it's empty.
The batteries are... Oh, wait a second.
Just like Mia Fey's head. Get it? Because she's dead? So she can't think?
How could you possibly...
Just have a look as soon as you can. Which will be right about now.
I'm fiddling with... Oh!
Woo!
I see.
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
Yes, it's thinking. Oh wait, it is as the defense says.
It's thinking.
The clock is the clock is missing. It's there's a bug flying by my face. It's quite empty.
All of a sudden, the judge. Oh, there's a bug flying by my face. Bats on my face.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? Well, it's empty. It wouldn't work, Judge.
It's kind of obvious. It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this derpy witness is a big fat liar.
Fat?
Well, only around certain areas. Well, Miss May?
Okay. Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew that clock was empty. Somehow. He knew!
I have telekinesis, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. what the judge said.
Anyway.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho ho. Impossible, of course. Everyone's Santa Claus in the series.
I have proof.
Dun 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 dun. What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much.
I said poop.
Yeah, good for you.
The evidence...
That's my line. Just because it's on Edgeworth does not mean it's not my line. Read the box. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed was Maya's cell phone. Take that! Take that! We don't actually have to listen to the cell phone conversation because it already showed it in the actual story, but it's going to play it because the judge hasn't seen it.
Ah, crap! I skipped the judge page. Oh,
that's fine.
That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a little girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Maybe. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. And the ringtone goes da 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 da. A recording of our conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. If anyone got that reference, props.
I know. Order! Order!
Chaos.
What was his expression?
I like it. It looks cool.
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
Now he's up for evaluation soon.
My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not! Let's hear the conversation.
Are we gonna read this, or are we just gonna...
Nah, we're gonna skip it, because we've already seen it. Should probably tell you the clock isn't
If you
working.
haven't, then you could just slow down and pause it up the lines.
Yeah. I think the recording makes it clear that this clockwork was already gone, and this was recorded in the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel.
And, hold on.
And then she goes, ma.
Just like that.
Well, Miss May, would you care to explain to this court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was it again? Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before.
Not true.
That would make sense. Does the defense have any objection, Mr. Wright?
Heck
yes.
The witness
You've
claims...
seen it before, Judge.
Yeah, really? You think he'd know any better? Well, I guess he didn't, because we showed it to him outside of court when Larry Butts mentioned it, so... But anyway, the witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well, then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
The thinker.
That would be...
The thinker.
Yeah.
Take that!
Showing it. Yep.
It's simple.
Dun,
This
dun,
clock
dun.
was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. No. That's true. And everything is also made in China.
Yep. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Go, Power Rangers! Aw, really?
Okay.
Whoa!